to go B&Q today though, really. Probably. Probably. Clapping. Might have to do a head shave segment on the stream today. It's been a while. No one. I'm narrating. What was you doing last night, Coral? Is that all you was doing?
Yeah.
Oh, my bloody knife is upstairs, I noticed. Oh well. Why do these people scream like retards? What make you scream like that? point. Bed hair on point. I don't want to spill that. Didn't spill it. Didn't spill it. Looked pretty good, didn't it? Morning, chat. How are we doing? Oh. My knife wasn't upstairs. It was out here. Got to sharpen this thing. Definitely. We still didn't spill it yet. We'll do some shoulders in the garden today, I believe. We're just doing a check-in in the morning because we fell asleep last night. We fell fast asleep. That's alright. That's allowed. I needed it. The alternative was just jazzy. The alternative was watch DSP wear different vests every $50 and just talk about money all day. Didn't really feel like that, to be honest. Didn't really feel like that. Fuse, how you doing? I watched some of it through the Tevin filter, but it was just so insufferable. God, he was so insufferable. God, he's so insufferable at the minute. Just, oh, he really is just one of the most pathetic people on the internet. You could watch your son make burgers on a portable grill. And what's that in aid of? What's that in aid of? I taught him how to make burgers and I bet he still fucks it up. I taught him how to make the perfect burger, by the way. On stream. I step-by-step instructioned him. Step-by-step instructions. The custom marked on it. Pretty much. Like, it wasn't anything super fancy. Just a bit of like... It was more prep. It was more the prep. I had to show him how to prep everything. Like, he could probably fry a burger and that, but it was more... Showed him how to, like, make the thing. He's probably forgotten some of it, but as I say, like, show him, like, you have to, like... It's better if they're a bit chilled, they hold flavour. Some people put, when they're frying, some people, I think, they either put ice in the pan. I think some people put ice in the frying pan with it. They might put something on the burger. I don't know if they drop like a half an ice cube or something on the top of the burger and it keeps it from drying out during the cooking. But I don't know at what point they do that. But I have seen people do things like that. They put stuff in the pan with them so that when they're frying up. Yeah. I saw one, it was a few months ago now, but I had definitely... They put it on the raw beef. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. I definitely saw a thing at some point with a guy frying burgers in a pan, I believe, and he either put it on or put it in the pan with them. On Discord, I can't check it. I can't check it right now because the PC's in there and the phone is there. So sadly, links and Discord stuff I cannot check right now, but I will. But yeah, I didn't. I was asleep for all of it. The GPM burgers, the DSP, whatever it was. Let's get some. So I fell asleep for all of it. We'll get a tablet for these. Yeah, exactly. That's true. If we get X into. Oh yeah. Okay, Fuse. I'll hit you up. I'll message you, dude, or reply. But yeah, I missed all of it. The GPM cooking segment and the vast majority of the. What was that thumbs up? What was that? Did someone do that? I never see that on OBS or my regular stream. But when I do mobile stream, every now and then a little bubble with a appears. No, because it's not on YouTube as well. It's Twitch only. That's why I don't get it. It's Twitch only. It's Twitch only on here, so I don't understand. Like, I don't know what they're pressing. Is there anything? There's nothing. There's no redeem. There's nothing. Who knows? Who knows? Twitch mobile. There must be something that somebody pressed. There must be something you can press on there that I've never noticed. But what was I going to say? I do feel refreshed though. I went to sleep quite early. I went to sleep at like 9. I think I went to sleep at 9. I made the kids dinner. I ate. And then I went to sleep at around 9. And I woke up at 4 a.m. Then I went back to sleep and I woke up at 9. And then I just fucked around this morning, did some stuff. Bit of tidying. And here we are. So, I will be streaming tonight. DSP's off tonight, so I can just play games and watch the highlights. Might rain today. A contrast from earlier in the week where it was literally 35 degrees. He's taking 2 days off. Yeah, I heard that. Well, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, Jazzy? You got all that money. Is that scratches? If you just finessed a grand out of your audience for putting on vests again, why wouldn't you take 2 days off with your fat wife? 2 days off to go nowhere and do nothing, by the way. 2 days off to go nowhere and do nothing. Oh. Which is fun. That is a lot of pulls. That is a lot of champions pulls, bro. But yes, it was particularly insufferable yesterday. I was sort of laying in bed dozing, listening to it through the Tevin filter, and it was just, oh, bro. It was so bad. Constant money yesterday. Constant money. At the next goal, at the next milestone, at the next such and such. This is up next. This is up next. At the next thing. I don't get it. I do get it. There's a lot of lonely people around. I do get it. There's a lot of lonely people around. Oh yeah, I saw that he ordered the meal anyway because she fucked up the cooking or something. Did he order it because she fucked up the cooking? How do you fuck up mac and cheese? How do you fuck that up? And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. There's no way Ket is making a cheese sauce. There's no thing that Ket is making a cheese sauce. So, how in God's name do you manage to fuck that up? You cook pasta in water. You get cheese sauce out of a jar. I guarantee. There's no way she made it from scratch. You get cheese sauce out of a jar. You pour it into the mac and cheese. And basically then and there it's made. If you want to really go to town, you can put some more cheese on top and cook it in the oven for 20 minutes. But in all honesty, you can cook the pasta, pour cheese sauce on it, heat it up in the same pan. When that's hot, it's done. It's done. Go in with cheese on top and doing like a pasta bake with it in the microwave, in the oven is cool, but that's like, you don't even need to do that much. You know? You don't even need to do that much. She's so useless, isn't she? She is so useless. That's cactus. She's so useless. She is so useless. Absolutely useless she is. What a stupid woman. What a stupid woman. And the barbecue was like a slow cooker, so I don't know how you fucked that either. Slow cooked dark meat chicken, barbecue's outdoor style. That was what he said, some nonsense like that. Dark meat chicken, our barbecue, whole barbecue style. So if you're doing chicken in a slow cooker, you put the sauce you're cooking it in, and whatever else. By the way, living the meme, how you doing? You put the sauce that you're cooking in, and anything else in a big pot. It's like a big pot. I've got a slow cooker in there. You put it in, you turn it up, you get the lid, you go, and you don't touch it for 3 hours. That's it. Slow cooker's just about prepping the ingredients. It will literally say put in this much of this much of this, half a chicken, a whole chicken, blah 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 blah. Put it in, lid goes on, walk away. Exactly, Juzzy. Even roasting it, you're correct. Even roasting it, Juzzy, you're correct. It's really not. Oh, stains on my shorts, great. It's really not hard. Making a whole dinner, like watching it all and having multiple different things that are going at different times, like a roast dinner, is difficult. Like they order their Christmas meal, because there's no way Kat could make a Christmas meal on her own. I've done it on stream like 3 years running. I might do something like that with GPM. Spoiler alert, this is a secret, but there's only a few people hearing it Saturday morning. GPM is coming to my house in December for a week. For a week. A whole week. An entire week. So that's going to be good. Yeah, I know. I kept telling him not to tell people, but he keeps coming into my chat and saying like X amount of days left, but Fuse with the resub for Twitch Prime and Anxiety. How you doing?
Computer's making noises.
What?
Your computer's making noises.
When you say making noises,
like noises that come up on stream.
so that's fine.
Ah, okay.
So what? What sort of noises?
Like shout out noises, like cheering and like random words.
What words?
I don't know.
Someone. Oh.
It's like someone talking. Like it sounds like a meme sound. It doesn't sound like anything concerning.
Is it still going?
Well, no.
So what did it sound like then?
I don't know.
Did it just go again?
No. I don't think so.
Someone type type the word Gill, Gill, with a capital G in the chat. You turned it off.
I didn't turn nothing off.
You turned the screen off.
That just happened just now as I got up. It was on, and it was on like a Steam thing, and it was on like a video game. It was like Broken Mailman has played 200,000, 50,000.
250,000 hours.
Yeah, on the game.
29 hours free.
Yeah.
I don't know what would be making noises.
Yeah.
Just mix it up, making noises. Mix it up was making noises. So she was like, what's going on? Because Mix It Up was open. I didn't realise it would make the noises even if OBS wasn't open. I don't think I did know it. I did realise that, but... But yeah, it's okay for him to leak it, I guess. Now, that was the other one. Yeah, it was annoying. Maybe we do some Fightcade tonight with GPM or Juzzy or whatever. Maybe we do some Fightcade later. And just, I'll be picking a bunch more random fucking games. That JoJo game is pretty good, isn't it, Juzzy? I wish that other one was like cross-play and active. Because we could actually fuck around on that one. Because that one seems ridiculous. But it's like dead. Even when I look for content for that JoJo game, like the newest, that new one, was it All-Star Battle, whatever it was called? Excuse me. Even the content for it, I mean, it's there, but like, there's not, I don't know, you can tell that game kind of just went and had a quick blow up and then nobody really gave a fuck about it. Again, there's more content about the old JoJo game that's on Fightcade than there is about that new one from like 3 years ago. It's a remake? Is it really? I didn't know that. What, that fighting game is a remake? I didn't know that. The no rollback killed it. Online, probably, yeah. I don't know what that feels like to play. I don't know what it feels like to play a fighting game with no rollback netcode online. Like, what does that feel like? Isn't Street Fighter 4 like that? Oh, okay. That's a bit trash. That is a bit trash. So one of you start getting away and then it just brings you back together. Yeah, that sucks. I have been watching a lot of Street Fighter 4 gameplay recently. When I say a lot, I've been watching like a bunch of Street Fighter 4 replays. That shit was intense. Street Fighter 4 looked intense, bro. The execution for Street Fighter 4, like there's a lot going on in Street Fighter 6. There's a lot more stuff like drive rushing, and I think they're thinking further ahead, or there's a lot more to keep focused on. But in Street Fighter 4, the execution for some of the stuff they do looks insane. Like, it looks absolutely wild. Like, it was fun in Toronto tournament. What's that? But it's like I was watching a match. I was watching a guy earlier. I think it was Dudley versus Bison, and it's just wild. Like the openings and the combos they get, and bro, it's difficult, man. Those guys are like hit confirming off like fucking low short into like these one frame combos and shit, where they got to hit like 3 attacks and the third one's like a 1 or a 2 frame link, then into something else, then into like a special move, or they like FADC it into their ultra. It's insane. It's insane. Like, there's no like It's not like some of the mechanics in Street Fighter 6 make it easy. It's like I said, there's just a lot going on, isn't there? There's a bunch of shit going on. Whereas in this, like, there's not a bunch of... In 4, there's not all these mechanics and options. It's wild, dudes. Watching people play it is insane. It looks difficult as shit. If I try and boot up that on Xbox Online, bro, I'm just gonna get annihilated. What, Street Fighter 4, bro? You just destroy me. You'll just destroy me, bro. We can play. I don't care. We can play. We'll play. I don't care. I've like played with Akuma and Evil Ryu for a tiny bit and done some combo trials, but against someone, oof, I suck. Like, I've got a tiny bit of confidence in Third Strike now and can manage to not get completely battered by people. But I think on Fightcade, even in the casual on Fightcade, I'll just get smashed to pieces. As I say, if you've got the wherewithal to... Even if you know what... Just knowing, I think, what Fightcade is, you're already not a complete casual, are you? Is that fair? Like, you could be a complete casual person and see the Street Fighter 6 trailer on your console and be like, oh, that looks cool, I've not played a fighting game, and buy that and get into that. But you ain't thinking, oh yeah, that I saw that pixel fighting game thing, I'll probably, like, you're already semi-invested in, like, wanting to either learn those things or play them, aren't you? Even just knowing what Fightcade is. I'd have never have known what it is. Even just through streaming and stuff, you wouldn't know what it is unless people are specifically talking about fighting games, and then that gets brought up. So I think already there's a certain level of people on there that know what it is, that are, like, want to at least try and play some of the older games and play against people still. Not cool. It's like if I play tennis or golf or something, I can't go down the road to a club and play against, like, one of the best people in the world. I can play against people that are way better than me, but I can't go down the road and fight against or play against a guy, even in real life martial arts and stuff. You can't do that. I can't go to a boxing club and spar, or MMA club and spar the current UFC champ. There's a few places like that around the world, but even then, regular people don't spar against those guys. But on Fightcade, I mean, not obviously you wouldn't, but on some fighting games and on places like Fightcade, you can match up against some of the best people in the world. Like, literally, they're right there in the list. They're right there in the... I mean, a fucking Justin Wong playing CVS too. Imagine. And again, if they're on like a... Not that they're trying to sandbag people, they might just be trying to make content, or they don't want to always be recognised. But yeah, you'll match up against, like, the best in the world at something. Wild. Pretty wild. You played against Daigo on the Street Fighter 6 beta. I'm assuming he beat you. I'm assuming he beat you. Killed me, yeah. Dude been playing Ryu for, like, what, 30 years or something? Dude's been playing Ryu for like 30 years, 40 years or something. I do wish there was an evil Ryu. If there was an evil Ryu skin, not a mod, if there was an evil Ryu, to be fair, it'd have to be a separate character, because he's got to have a demon and stuff. But it'd be cool if there was like an evil Ryu skin. That alone would be enough to make me at least pick him up in training mode on Street Fighter 6 and go, Ryu looks cool. If he with the fucked up hair and with a fucking chest and things like that. But he'd have the same, like, moves. Ryu's too much of a goody-goody for me. You know, Ken's at least got fire. Ken's a bit tough. Ryu's like too much of a goody goody for me. He looks too much like a Jedi in Street Fighter 6 with his like thing over him. He's cool. I don't like his other outfits. Some of the outfits fucking suck. There's one outfit where he's got the bandana thing, but he's got like a tracksuit on or something. No. Them new ones don't look very fun either. Yeah, if I had to pick Ryu or Ken, it would be Ken. If I had to choose, it would be Ken. But obviously, if I'm picking out of everybody, of all them Shoto dudes, obviously it's Akuma. He definitely suits me better than the others. But as I say, I still think it'd be cool if we got an evil Ryu again. Again, not that I'm going to play any of these with any sort of seriousness, but it would just be cool. Or like Violent Ken. They could do Violent Ken. Just go all out and do Evil Ken. And be like, yeah, Ken's evil now. They could give Ken a raging demon. That'd be great. And he just does it with kicks instead of punches. Raging Jinrai. Just kicks them 1,000 times. Kicked to death by Ken Masters. It could happen. It's not so far away from the realm of possibility, is it? It could happen. It's a shave in my head. Tennis ball. It's too tennis bally at the minute. And I need to go. We need to go out today, really. I need to buy some bits from the. Need to buy some bits to try and fix the kitchen sink. It's got a slight leak, so I need to try and fix it a little bit. Zoo, sadly not. No zoos today. Need to do a bit of tidying and maybe take a trip out to do some DIY. Maybe if I can be bothered. Maybe. I haven't been to the zoo for a while. I don't know how I feel about zoos. I'm kind of neutral on zoos. In some respects, I do think they're good because a lot of animals in the wild don't survive, and they have very short lives that are full of danger, and they normally end violently, particularly prey animals. So obviously in some respects, and they do have big enclosures in zoos, and they have breeding programs, and it's all done with incredible care and attention. Like, it's not just like some third world where it's like a sanctuary and they're just chained to a wall somewhere. So in that regard, I do think they are very good and necessary, and it helps you not only preserve the animals and their genetic material, but it helps people appreciate, learn about them, and you're able to see it. But obviously, at the same time, as we know, some animals like apex predators and stuff in captivity is probably not, you know, that animal can roam, that animal wants to roam, even though it still might meet a violent end out in the wild. Having it in captivity is probably not the best thing for it. these animals like these like places like sea life and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. So as well in that sense, yeah, I do see it's obviously not. It's obviously can be a very bad thing as well. Difficult. But you know, one day at a time, chat. I guess. Yeah. And there are sanctuaries and stuff and places like this for a reason, and they are, you know, needed. So. Difficult, dude. How long have we been up? 37 minutes. I'll see. It's considering if I was going to do another one, or just start doing chores. Don't need to cut, but I might do. I'll see. The wind sounding peaceful, is it? It's gentle. We've got a bit of gentle breeze today. As I say, it could rain. It's a bit grey, but it's very mild. It ain't cold. Oh, something air as well. Big ups on that. What do we think, chat? Do I do another smoke or not? What do we think? We do one more? I've got to vote for yes. Sunlight. There's not even sunlight. Look. It's because of the diet. Like, it's still not like, if I'm just totally relaxed, they're kind of half there, but they're also kind of not. But it's like, with the movement and stuff, yeah, I'm definitely leaner. It is mad because I obviously put the last, like, couple of years put on size, and now that I've started to cut a little bit, I have still lost weight and I'm back down under 200 pounds, but I look fucking bigger. Because I actually put on the size and it reveals it a little bit, and you just got the cuts, like the cuts are coming back, look, all the obliques are coming back. That's my favourite bit. When I lost my obliques, in like the middle of last year, when I was like 215, I was cool with it, but my obliques were kind of gone, and I was like, those were my favourites. And now they're kind of back, so that's good. What are you two dickheads doing? What do you mean, where's Genshin gone? Do you know the last time you played that was like probably a year ago?
It wasn't a year ago. It was. Because I didn't get it a year
I guarantee you it was fucking months ago. And then I uninstalled it. I uninstalled fucking Genshin Impact because she played it once.
Because my friend convinced me to play.
And now she's on there like that hard drive is just infinite, and she's just like, where's Genshin?
It's so mean to me.
Bigger and heavier, but I imagine the same. Exactly. It's just, you think, because for a while, let's say before this year, like the last 2 years or whatever, I was very like, I was like, oh, the scale would go up and I'd be like, yeah, and it would go down and I'd be like, I don't understand. But in the gym, I would still slowly over all this time have progressed. So I was it's not like it's not important to see how much you weigh. But I was a bit too fixated and too worried about the number coming down. Like, oh my god, I'm getting smaller. And you're not. Like, assisted, unassisted, gear, no gear, doesn't matter. Yeah, if it's for years and your strength is slowly going up, you're gaining.
I'm gonna play The Sims! The Sims is goated.
Didn't I uninstall The Sims as well?
No, because I would have younger you.
The kids work out now. They don't. Yet.
What?
I don't think either of these two will. They don't
They
seem.
what?
They don't seem the type to me.
What? What do you mean?
None of you. I don't think either of you will keep fit when you get older.
I will. What?
They won't.
What do you mean?
They won't.
Well, so you're saying we're gonna get fat and I'll
No, you might do something else. You might get a hobby, but I don't see either of you two going to the gym.
I think oh, that's what you meant.
I don't see either of you two going to the gym. One of them might run or something.
I probably will in my own time.
I walk a lot. Like I go out with my friends after school and walk all around Buckingham.
Says the one with the stuffy toe.
And their metabolism at this age, Juzzy, as well. Although it doesn't stop you when you see, like, you always see, like, the fat parent and the fat kid. Like, not always, but that is a definite, sadly, that's a thing.
Well, I mean,
You've got the big fat mum, and then you got the poor little fat kid because the mum is just feeding the kid shit after shit after shit because she ain't caring about her body and she's wrecking his before he even has a chance to think about it for himself. And gonna grow up fat because the parents filled him full of shit and didn't teach him any of that stuff. They never had a chance. Exactly. I'm still happiest. You won't be able to see it from this angle. I don't think we've got that. You haven't got that angle for it. But I'm still the happiest with my legs this year, dude. I'm still. You can't. It's too far. You can't see it from there. But I'm very happy with my leg progression the last year as well. I wanted to make them a bit more. That's what I'm saying. It's not like they're not like hamstrings. Hamstrings could be a bit nicer, but that and calves as well. I'm quite like. I mean, you're never happy, but I'm not like. I'm quite zen about all of this stuff at the minute, which is a good place to be. Like again, gear, no gear. Feeling genuinely like, yeah, like I'm happy with all this. It's not like I'm not a bit weird and body dysmorphic about it, given how I am, but at the same time, it's quite nice to be zen about it. You think you'd be up early? Yeah, today, because I slept early last night. And I don't like to waste the entire day. Just seeing progress is enough. That's it. That's exactly right. So many people fall in that trap. So many people fall in that trap. They just want it all now. They just want all of it.
Oh, I still got plenty. Season pass, what?
I'm not having season pass.
What are you looking at?
I'm on the game shop.
She wants to get Genshin.
That's not the game shop.
It is a game shop. I don't want to get Genshin Impact, Carl. Be quiet.
Genshin.
Genshin Impact is for gooners.
But you just said, what did you do to get Genshin? You're like, where's Genshin Impact? And you're like, nah, it's for gooners now. Literally, you were looking for it. You would find...
Cole, don't be a wind-up.
Yeah.
But seriously, didn't she?
Coral, shut up. You literally played Dandy's World.
So?
That was literally Genshin.
How's that Genshin?
Because you pull for characters, you go fight, you pull for characters some more.
You don't pull for characters, Jimmy. You earn money to get characters.
Same flipping thing.
You also need to get research on the
No,
monsters.
no.
You don't even know if about any better. At least.
Kill yourself.
Oh my god, there's a river for Stardew Valley.
Where?
Cattle Country.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy,
Shut up.
The Sims!
No, it's just too far away.
Oh, what's happening? Don't hit me. Do you mean The Sims 4 was released in 2017? What do you mean?
That's happened. That's true, but I mean also, money is a thing. Money is a thing, and also to have a relationship with someone, you normally need to be able to spend quite a lot of time with them.
Got my favourite gun.
Oh, it's your cringy little save.
I
I
love
don't think that would
Sims.
work somehow.
Yeah, cringy. Bumble Squad.
Bumble Squad.
Bumble Squad. Labu, 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 labu.
Stop singing the Bumble song!
Labu, labu.
I'm gonna kill you.
Do you actually ever do anything in this Sims game?
Yeah?
No.
I build the house and I make
70 hot dogs. What?
and make sure my Sims don't die. They love me.
They don't love you, they hate you.
I don't like hot
They
dogs.
want you to suffer.
Hot dogs are buns.
You
That
just
like-
covered the window.
That like
with
sauce, that like Frankfurter sausage is not. I'm not a fan of that.
But guys, don't you totally love my room for
Can you
siblings?
get the characters pet?
No, I think that's not
I'm very
Um,
picky when it comes to sausages, bro.
more shame.
Why are they all barefoot? Why have they all got their grippers out?
Because
Why have they all got their what?
Their grippers out.
Grippers.
did
Put
you
them
even
shoes
give them
back on.
shoes?
I did! They're all-
Grippers.
Yeah!
What sort of word is that?
Their grippers away.
It's the noun for toe.
It means feet.
Yeah.
Put your grippers away.
Grippers.
Yeah. Yeah. Put them grippers away.
Birthday cuckoos.
An American staple. Well, not my thing, I'm afraid.
Dad, all the way outside. Is that gnome? Why's the gnome vibrating?
Where was it? Right there. Where were you? Like that? Close enough. Close enough. What's the T? That one. And as it says on the back, a proper brew. Do a Jacob Jones style review. Who's that? I don't know where they get the. I don't know where they get the tea leaves for this one. Oh, I did spill a little bit. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did dribble a little bit. It's fine. Oh, I can't. No, that guy's. I can't watch that guy. I find that real weird. Watching that guy power smoke a cigarette is I find it too weird. Legitimately find it too weird. Shroom Dukem, how you doing? Oh, I didn't press it, that's why. It's fine. Shroom's still awake. Yeah, it's probably like 3, 4 a.m. Something like that. Still wobbling. Bro, my feet are so... Look at the difference in tan, ready? You can see it on my feet as well. Look. Look at my foot versus the rest of the leg. The arse is the worst. That's the most... Look. Ridiculous. That's just through working outside as well. That's all just from working out in the sun. Trust me, if I could work naked with just like a sock on the piece, I would. I don't think that would be very sort of socially acceptable. I already wear little shorts at work. Get this, right? So my boss, the guy I'm working with at the minute. So I worked with, for years when I did landscape, and I worked with a guy called Bill. I've known him for years. I grew up with him. My mum and dad are friends with his mum and dad. We've known each other since little kids. And it was just me and him. Because it got like pretty difficult with work the last couple of years and he's been struggling, we've been working with another firm, a guy called Simon Reed, who Bill knew for years. And now it's me, Bill, Simon, who's the boss, and then Jamie is a guy who's worked with Simon for years. So there's 4 of us. Sometimes there's 5 of us. There's one other guy. So Simon's like, it's Simon's jobs now. So me and Bill just work for him. And hang on. What's the point of this? It was something about him. No, I've lost my train of thought. It's the weed. Where did we get there? Let me go back. It was the sun, the tannin. Oh no. It's over. Sun, tannin. Then it was about Simon. It was something funny about him. Oh, it was the shorts. Okay. So I've been to Simon's house a couple of times because he's like to help out and sometimes like for work, and he's got stuff there. We've got to pick stuff, whatever. So I parked my car on his drive the other day before we go to work, and his missus, I met her once, and she texted him and said, "Who's this car on the drive?" And he said, "Oh, it's Spencer's." And she went, "Who is that? The one with the shorts?" That's how she remembered me. She's like, "Is he the one with the shorts?" Excellent. Just because I had little shorts on at work. Yeah, the perfect. It's hot, bro. And as you can see, it's worked wonders because now they're all nice and tanned and that. So, you know, I knew there was a reason. I knew there was a reason. Nah, she's not like that. She seems like a very nice lady. They're both very fit as well. Like Simon is like, he's like 50 something and he's ripped, natural, vegetarian, and he's like ripped dude. And he's not small, he goes to the gym. She does like classes and stuff. She doesn't like weightlift, but he's like jacked. But he's like jacked and shredded. I showed a video of it, I think. I've got a video of him walking in front of me. Again, it's like one of the sunny days. And his back is dude. And again, he's like nearly 60. He looks great. I'd show you like pictures of his physique and you'd be like, bro. Or just like his forearms and stuff, just like all sinewy and shredded. From years of doing this job as well, to be fair. It's from years of doing, it's not just gym, it's years of doing that job. Your body just looks, fucks you up though. Definitely fuck you up though. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because it's not just like shoveling and stuff, it's little things as well, like just like when you're doing pointing or you're using a trowel and you're just applying constant pressure with this like there's probably an imbalance because most of the time it's like your dominant hand, but if it's not like huge resistance, but if it's constant for years, for like 30 years, yeah, it's gonna definitely have an effect. Your forearm, your certain muscles in your forearms and shit like that are going to be wild. The body has to adapt, dude. Your body has to adapt. It's evolution and shit. I seem to remember learning something like that or reading something like that. Maybe in one of my strength training anatomy books. That Frederick Delavier one I've got. There's a couple of other big classic bodybuilding books I want to get. They're expensive. There's this one that Lee Priest chatted about. It's got Tom Platz on the cover, and it's just like, because you can see things of it online, just like a really nice book, bunch of like nice photos. Even though you know like most of the stuff in it, a lot of the times it's little like snippets of like all them Bob Paris books I've got. I've never read it cover to cover. A couple of them, like the one I've got that is called Beyond Build, is basically training programs. Like it's not really advice, and there is obviously things like that in it, but that one's more structured as like an actual guide, like week 1, week 2, and all this sort of shit. But in a lot of them, it's not even specifically about following one thing. It's just you read through it, and there's just things that stick with you and you remember that work. What's that? Outside of that, yeah, I used to be a personal. I work at. I could get a job at a gym relatively easily. Like, not necessarily a good job. If I wanted to get a management job in a gym, I'd have to bullshit a little bit. Not bullshit, but I've not done it before, so I'd have to sell myself a bit harder. But I could just work in a gym. I wouldn't work in a gym as a PT because it's trash. The money is trash for the hours and the input, I would say. Being a PT is about social media and potentially having a private spot, but having a good deal with a gym. But I could work behind a desk at a gym. Easy enough. Just depends. Some gyms are just trash. Fitness is not an industry to make money in. I promise you. And that's not like sour grapes or nothing like that. There is money there, obviously there is, but low level people, even manager positions in fitness and stuff like that, you're not earning good money, and it's anti-social hours. In fitness, you are almost most of the time they're gonna expect you to work either a shift pattern, so an early or a late, because most gyms open early and shut late if they're not 24 hour, and also you're gonna work weekends because most gyms are open at the weekend, and for those that have staff, that's you. When I worked at that Everlast, I had to take holiday for all of my Christmas. Over Christmas, when I do landscaping, I'll be off for 2 weeks. Because these guys have got families too. Simon's got family, Bill's got family. They're not working over Christmas. At Everlast, do you know what? That gym shut one day of the year. Do you know? Everlast shut Christmas Day. That's it. Every other day, they want people there. They're like, oh, you've got family and kids. You want to have that time? Sorry. We need someone to sit at a desk while someone trains poorly for 3 hours, and you're going to get paid just above minimum wage to do it. See ya. That's the fitness industry. So unless you've got a good social media following, unless you've got, you could, like I said, it's not like you can't make money, but you're going to be hustling and working mad hours. If you're an instructor, you're going to be working different gyms every day. You're going to be working weekends. You're going to be getting up at 6 a.m. every morning to do a, or you're going to be getting up at 5 to do a 6 a.m. class and stuff like that. Your structure's going to be all over the place for the most part. If you're not just behind a desk in fitness and you want to earn a bit better money than those people, your structure's going to be all over the place. So it's not like there's not a career there, but it's very difficult. PT is even worse. Fitness instructors are guaranteed money. It's just going to be difficult because you're going to be taking classes all over the place. So you could do, like, as a fitness instructor, you could do, say, 5 classes a day. Let's say you get £100. That sounds quite good, right? £100 a day. 5 classes. They could be at 5 different gyms. One's at 6 in the morning and one's at 7 at night. So even though you've got time in the day, you're working for like 14 hours working. You're not switched off until 8 at night when you've done your last class. So for £100 a day, or for 120, 140, like, that's a lot. It's not that it's super difficult, but yeah, it's time consuming, and you're going to be planning, and you're going to have to probably supplement that with personal training or something else. Maybe hours behind the actual desk in the gym or whatever. And even then, 5 classes a day, that's like, you're not going to walk straight into that either, probably. You're not going to get that many, unless you're someone that's established, like, you're a name for yourself. There's people like that who people go just to their class. And there was one lady that used to come and do spin at our gym. I think she did 2 a day at our gym, one morning, one evening. And yet, something there just said it as well. There's so many people. I'm one of them. I became a PT, I would say just a little bit before all this shit and online training and everything really blew up. It was blowing up when I became a PT, but nowadays it's even more insane in terms of people just around who want to work in the industry, and just there's so many young people, and they think that, not that it's going to be easy, but I think people just don't realise what it is. I kind of did, but I also kind of didn't realise what it was when I became a PT. And I became a PT in 2017, and my course was, that's the other thing, my course was good. My course was hard. My course was, I think, to become level 3, I don't know what the qualification is in America, but you've got level 2, which is you can work in a gym, and then level 3, which is personal training. Now it's a bit more, it's a bit different. There's more specialisation. But when I did it, it was level 2, level 3, and then level 4 was basically, that was mainly to do with, you could work with people that were referred by a doctor, like not necessarily physiotherapy, but you know, recovery, physio, people that have been injured, people that need it for some sort of medical reason. So it was tough, and you needed to know more about anatomy and nutrition, I think. And so you could just work with, like, with the health service, or you could work in a clinic where people do rehab or whatever. But when I did it, it was tough. Like, my level 3 was tough. I did all my level 2 in like 12 months, and then the level 3 was about the same. Mine was a bunch of online classes. It was a bunch of, I had to go somewhere in London for a week or for 2 days, and for the whole day we would do like a module on whether it was HIIT training or circuit training or whatever. And then there was a bunch for my level 2 and 3. There was like 3 or 4 like written exams. So I think for my level 3 there was 2 anatomy exams, and there was like coursework and a final exam with like where I did a session. It was like not intense, but it was not easy. You weren't just going to walk through it as some kid walking out of school that didn't give a shit. It wasn't just an online program for 6 weeks and you're a PT. Like mine was like relatively strict. It was decent. Like now, there's still good ones out there, but a lot of people come through the system, and I ask like, how long was your program? What did you do? This and that. Bro, these people are qualified online. Like, it's ridiculous. Some of them are ridiculous. I don't know how they get like, I don't know. But yeah, the standard is dropped, and there's more people doing it. A lot more. So between those two things, it's like, working in a gym is nice. It's relatively easy, but it's very difficult to make a good living doing it. Yeah, they're just throwing them out there, I think. As I say, mine was good. Mine was a decent company. It was a big company. There's a bunch of instructors. We had a bunch of different people. I had some good courses. I had good teachers. Like even now, I still remember a couple of the guys. Not even so much the work we were doing, just them talking to us. That's something I would like to do, but I wouldn't even know how to get into it. And you probably need like a bunch of qualifications, like to train, like training PTs. I'd love to do that, because it's more about, if they're just going to work with the general public, it's more about instilling in them how to be flexible, how to like get people through a workout, how to be approachable. It's all these different things. It's not about specifically, I train X reps to look like this and you have to teach people to do that. It's not about that. So like bringing up someone and geeing them up to be a PT, like as I say, even just these guys were teaching us like whatever, they're going to teach us a circuit class, but at the same time they're telling us about personal experiences or their opinions on the industry and stuff like that. That's the shit that I remember, not the actual. Obviously I remember some of the classes and things like that. Yeah, but I think you have to like train, like you have to have more qualifications to do that sort of thing. And it's hours as well. Like I'm pretty much done with a job where I've got to work a weekend or I've got to work late nights and not see the children. Like I'm done with that. I'm absolutely done with it. And it will, especially with, as I was saying, with the industry like fitness, that will limit me severely, because you just have to work unsocial hours. It's just a thing. But landscaping, I'm like, exactly. But landscaping is 7:30 till 3:30. Sometimes we're done at 3. Sometimes we go a little bit later, but sometimes we're done at like 3. It's just the way the things. Say we wanted to do a certain amount of the day and we've got a certain amount of materials, and we're done by like 3:10 past. I've got time to come home, chill out, I've got time to come home, chill out, have a wash, go to the gym. Obviously I don't do this every night, but if I wanted to, I've got time to chill out, come home, like relax, have a shower, get my things, go gym, come back, have food or have food prepared for later, and still hit start on stream before DSP goes live, and then do whole of like, if I want to restream level 1 or whatever, do all of that till midnight, and then crash out and still get like 6-7 hours sleep for work proper. And I'm earning way better money now because I get paid more with Simon. Like, he's a bit more like, it's a bit more intense, but I still get paid more. I'm getting like way more money than I was at gym. Yeah, literally. In a day. It is going alright at the minute, Fuse. I'm just trying to save at the minute. I'm just trying to save. But yeah, it's going alright. I have been training at home quite a lot recently. Like the last sort of like month, I'll say. Not lots and lots, but there's been a few days like the kids have been here and that, instead of like forcing them to sit in the gym, I'm just like, fuck it, I've got the stuff here. Like, I can do it. I've been doing like shoulders and stuff at home, arms at home, just hitting the exact same workout. It's just that I hadn't done it. For some reason, I sort of thought to myself, like, it wasn't as serious for a little while. But I was like, well, of course it is. Because for like maybe half of my like fitness time, I built my entire physique at home anyway. So as long as it's not like I need to do some super heavy workout, like training back at home, I could do it, but I'd need like a shed in the garden. I need to get one really, like a decent shed in the garden with all the stuff in it, so that I could pull out my barbell. Because to train back at home, I'd have to do heavy rows. Because I haven't got a machine, I haven't got a bar here really. I'd like to get a bar drilled into the wall, but practically it's probably not, like above here maybe, but it's not going to be a thing. So I'd need to like break out the barbell and do like heavy bent rows, or like maybe like I could do single arm, like have it on the floor in the corner and do single arm with it, be good. I don't know what I would do for quads at home. Not Zercher squats, it put pressure on my knee. I don't know what I would do for my quads at home, because I do get issues with my knee, and the machine that I find the most effective to like avoid that has always been leg press. Like, not every leg press, obviously you got like leg extension and that, but I mean obviously at home it would have to be some sort of squat, and it would have to be heavy enough to stimulate them. I might do like you know when you have the bar in like a landmine squat. I used to do that. If I had to train legs at home all the time, I'd have to get like a better like attachment for the barbell and get one of the things that goes in the corner, I think, and do it like that. But even then it's hard, because you've still got to like pick it up like and address the weight. I don't have a fucking rack at home at all. But just like I can squat fine sometimes. I can squat 100, 120. I can squat 120 for like 8 reps. And I don't even really train squats ever. And sometimes my legs feel fine. And sometimes I'll literally put like 80 kilo on the bar to warm up and squat. And on rep 5, my knee, it won't click, it won't make a sound. It'll just start to feel super tight. Like, it's hard to describe because it doesn't exactly hurt. It's just it just feels tight and awkward, and I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on with it. It just feels like weird, like it's not stable, and I'm like, okay, that's done. I'm done. I can't do nothing else with it today. Like, it just feels, and I just, again, even at a lightweight, even on leg press sometimes, not always, but on some leg presses is really nice. Now, it rarely happens. Like some hack squats, it doesn't happen. Pendulum squat, it's not very nice for it. I don't know what's up with it. I could do that, but the thing is as well, what's weird is that I never injured it. Honestly, I've never injured it. It's weird because when I was like, I've assumed that it was from when I was young and skateboarding, because sometimes after like a skateboarding session when I was young, my leg would hurt like that. at least I semi-remember it being like tight like that in the evening. So I've always thought, to myself at least, that I didn't injure it lifting weights. It's just from when I was a kid, and I used to get that impact from skateboarding for years. And then just now, whatever, because again, it doesn't exactly hurt, it just feels really stiff and like, but it's really clear, just like I shouldn't then press anything else. But sometimes it's fine, and I've gone heavy on leg press with no issue. So when I do legs now, I normally start with like a semi-decent leg press. I like single leg as well. They've got a couple of gyms where they've got a single leg, so I can get really comfy just with the one leg, and you don't have to push as much weight, because obviously when they're working together it's a lot stronger. So you can just push X amount of weight on the single, and then a lot of the time, if the leg allows it, then I can do a leg press, or I can do like a Smith machine squat with less weight, because I've already like worked it in an exercise where normally it's a bit nicer for my knee. But at home, I'd have to get a rack. I'd have to get a rack and like just do. I just have to do, like you said, probably that is probably what I'd have to end up doing. Just like lots of 60 kilos for just reps, close grip, close feet, wider feet, and just really good form, just rep 60 kilos till they're just on fire, so it keeps the shit off my knee. I remember you saying that. Yeah, I remember you saying that. You probably are right, because basically I have just worked around it, but I've still required progression with the weights in general. So even though I have worked around it, I have still pushed it. Because even if it's like, obviously, let's say I get on a leg press and I press 5 plates on it and it's fine, and then the next week I get on it and I warm up with 3 or 4, and then the knee flares up. Obviously there's still an issue there, like with that leg press. So putting 5 plates through it is still putting stress through something that is either injured or just worn through age and use. But yeah, for home specifically, I'd have to be getting like 60 kilos and really doing like a big deep squat with almost my arse to the floor, so I'm sitting on my heels. Because that's the thing as well, I've got good mobility in it. I've got really good mobility in it. Like I can squat like almost touch my... I don't want to show you. Like, look, you can see my legs are here. I've got really good mobility. I can almost touch it to like the floor as well. So it's not even like an issue of like flexibility or anything like that, or I can't do a good range of motion through it. What's the best app to track calories? MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is what I use, honestly, because of the barcode scanner. But if there's others with that same thing, I would say any app that has a barcode scanner, because it's just about, for most people, convenience. It's just convenience. Literally. You do a portion size, you scan the barcode, it's in there, it gives you, it's not obviously 100%, but there we go. Yeah, it's not obviously 100%, but for what you would need it for, it's perfect. So I would say MyFitnessPal. But again, there's probably a bunch of barcode scanners. But for most people, it's really about convenience, ease of use. Dalton, how you doing? Yeah, it's just been about... What sickness does it... Yeah, his legs weren't very, like... He's got really high calf insertions. That's what I noticed. His calf insertions are really high. Like, really high. His roided calves, yeah. That was the main thing that I noticed. They're really high. But maybe it is just because he's standing on his like tiptoes and there's a little bit of tension in them always as well. Because of that tiptoe walking thing he was talking about. Proxycon, by the way, how you doing? Did you see, was it like, what, there was a lot of, did he show his arms a lot? Because he's got different camera angles, so he's going in there and lifting and doing stuff, right? Was there a lot of that? I didn't really think about that. I didn't even make it to that part, I'll be honest with you. I was watching the sort of pre-game on Tevin's stream and then I just crashed out. I crashed out till 4 AM. I got all my, I made up all my sleep. But if there was a bit of that, I might skip through it tonight. I'm not sure what game I'm going to play. I might give Death Stranding a rest. Ah, no Palmo. Yeah, I know, they just go flat. Even with no tension. Like, his was just literally like that, wasn't it? Like, his was like what someone's arm looks like when it's extended. Except it was flexed like that. It was wild. He begged. Any normal person would just say, oh fuck, we haven't got dinner, I'm just going to order out. Any normal person would just say, I'm going to order out. What do you mean you've never seen them? You can look at them, they're right there. You could just sit with your foot up and see it. You don't have to think about flexing it. You can just by trying to bring your toes upwards will do the job. What's that called? Dorsiflexion? Dorsiflexion? I think that's called dorsiflexed. When you flex, when you bring your toes upwards to point towards you. When you point your foot down, I think it's called plantar flexion. I might be wrong about that. It might be the other way around, but it might be the other way around. I can't remember. Yeah, no, we were talking about that earlier. We was talking about this earlier, how you fuck up mac and cheese. And here's the thing with Animator. I said that there's no way she made the cheese sauce from scratch. She clearly bought a cheese sauce for it. So she fucked up boiling pasta somehow. Or, I don't know, didn't make the sauce right. How'd you fuck that up? I've been making that since that's probably the first, no, do you know what, spaghetti bolognese is probably the first pasta dish I made. But I definitely made spaghetti, or like spaghetti bolognese, when I was at least, probably less than 20 years old. For real, for real. My mum taught me how to make a roast dinner when I was like 18, 19. For real. So like, mac and cheese I normally don't even make, because it's just like, not easy, but like, I'll make a carbonara or something, or I normally do like penne with like chicken and bacon. That's what I like, and I'll do like a yellow sauce, just like a regular like white sauce with a bit of cheese. But then I'll do it with like, sometimes I'll do it cheesy and I'll chop up some chilies and things like that. I like a pasta bake like that. I used to do salmon and broccoli. Same, I like penne, I don't know why, but I do that with salmon and broccoli, and you can do that with like, cheesy sauce. You can do some pasta with like white wine. If you do linguine and prawns, you can do like white wine and shit like that. My mum used to get this, so I've got it a couple of times, like squid ink pasta, where it's dyed black. You do that with like white wine sauce and scallops or prawns and shit, and garlic and onions and shit, or shallots in it. And I haven't cooked this for ages. I'm not talking like I'm some fancy, like, I haven't cooked any of this sort of shit for ages. I haven't done pasta for ages and ages and ages. This is just things that, through the years, I've tried or been taught to do. Normally by my fucking mum, mainly. But, like, you know, myself as well. And kept fucked up macaroni and cheese. and again, clearly didn't like. I don't know how you fucked that up. How? Ironically, he'd have made more money setting up a camera in the garden and just streaming with Ket for like 3 hours at a barbecue. He'd have probably made more money. He'd have had more viewers and made more money. None of that closet shit, nothing. Just put a camera on him and Ket doing a barbecue. Probably for an hour. How'd you manage that? I don't know how. Like, I really don't know how. My tea's gone, dude. The tea's gone. The tea's gone. It's over. Oh well. Even I did a barbecue stream at some point. She ate it. She probably did. Nah, he had to get like. He had to emerge. What's funny is like. They like. He probably like the way he sees the fast food. Like he can't order out unless they hit the special goal or whatever. Like he can't just order a takeout, or he probably has some weird tism about it. That's why he goes so hard on the I want to do it on this day, because him and Fat Cat probably plan it. That's why he has these weird little tism outs about it has to be on a specific day. That's the only sort of way I can see it. We have to hit the goal. You missed the Juzzy barbecue stream. That was like 3 years ago, wasn't it? 2 years ago? It's like 2 or 3 years ago. Long time. Yeah, something like that, exactly. Like it's got a click in his head. Or like he has to get money for doing it, or he can't just give it to them for nothing. He can't just give it to them. He can't just, that's his business, dude. This is his business. He can't just give it to them. Even if it's just a day where we need to buy this shit. He did once. What one did he do? Because normally he's got real tism outs about this stuff. Yeah, see, I think that's like the exception that proves the rule potentially. Because he has been like well sus with it in the past, and actually gone on big rants about I can't give you the reward for nothing. Because then the rewards mean nothing. We did go through that weird phase of maybe we won't do. It was the monthlies. The monthlies went away. We had to hit the goal every month, otherwise we weren't allowed to do the marathon. But now it's just rolling, so we can keep the money rolling as well. Yeah, that was a good business move by him. Taking the monthlies away. Taking the monthlies away was a good business move by him. Because now there's always a thing we're working towards. Now there's always a thing. But I'll have a little looky later. I didn't see any clips when I woke up this morning, so it can't have been like. I imagine it was probably pretty bad. I imagine the whole thing was probably like. Sorry, I'm not doing this intentionally. It's just I've had hair for a long time. Yeah, didn't he like tease? There was early at the start he was like. We might even do some gameplay, and I'm sure Tevin was saying that ain't gonna happen. He's not doing gameplay. Yeah, so I doubt there was any. He's sleeping soundly right now. We can do it whenever we want. No, for a while it was like every now and then I'll just do a marathon for nothing. For a little while, it was I'll just do one every now and then when we feel like it, guys. Yeah. But yeah, I knew that it would be like just a constant beg fest yesterday, because it was every 50 as well. We have to get through them all. Oh, I bet it was terrible. I bet it was absolutely terrible, whilst he just showed a bunch of shit that everybody's seen before. Whilst he showed a bunch of shit that everybody has seen before. Just empty boxes for crap that people have bought him. Yeah. Savage. Absolutely savage. Let's hit the goal so I can take it off. Of course, can't just take it off. The ego defense coat. Yeah, can't just take the hat off, bro. That's what I'm saying. You can't give it to him for free. This guy is so much of a freak about that stuff that he'll get a new stream like money notification, like a new 3-second video for when someone gives him $20, and he won't play it for free and show the chat. Someone has to get it, guys. I think it's really, and he'll constantly, and he's done this numerous times, he'll keep talking about it on the stream that day. He'll keep telling people, we have a new animation for X dollars. Until someone does it. I haven't gone back and verified this. But I would bet a sizable amount of money that if you go and look, that he probably, on those streams that he did that, he probably kept talking about it until someone did it. I bet it didn't stop, even if it went from like a couple of streams. I bet he kept bringing it up until someone did it. Guarantee. You bet your ass he did. Like you said, he's a slave. Three hours before he... Hang on, what? 3 hours before what? All begging, what? Just 3 hours. Wow. Wow. Just stolen. Was he putting the vests on? Name a more iconic duo. He didn't even finish it. He was live for what? 8 hours? Oh, that's why. Yeah, we were getting that money. He smelled more money. How much is the next one? Did he put a price on it? We'll do part 2 at like 200 or something. Did he do like a... Yeah. Shrewd businessman. Shrewd businessman. He knows his target audience. I wish I could get $1,000 to clean out, like... I'd clean my front room for $1,000 on stream. It'd be great, wouldn't it? I'd clean 2 rooms for that. I'd go through every fucking cupboard in the kitchen. I'd get every single item out and read the sell-by dates just to see how much old shit I've got in my kitchen cupboards for $1,000. Holy shit! Yeah, it's kind of doesn't even matter, does it, at this point, Proxycon? Because it just, for whatever reason, like, I can't fathom it. I don't really try too hard. You're right. There's almost no point. You just look at someone like that Gamer Stevie, and you go, okay, whatever. Them little freaks. You just look at these people and you're just like, there is a whole subculture of people that I never interact with. Just goes to the new pile of garbage. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. This is true. Right. Oops. See, you're not even playing this game.
I'm making the character.
Yeah, but you do that every time. All you do is make the character and never play the character.
Yeah, that's the point of the game.
Makes the character and never plays the character. Oh. How small can I make this? Ah, yes. Oh. That's no good. It's too low. Not that we're going to do anything anyway. We are going to say goodbye. I want chat to see what I have to go through now. Just briefly. Just briefly. Bro. See that? It's annoying because otherwise you're going to have bits that you miss and it's just going to look stupid. Like, this is probably a bit easier than like shaving it. When I did it with the when I had like the proper undercut and I did it before, like with a razor, it was easier because the bit at the back, even though I was cutting it closer and closer, I didn't really have to worry about a shape. I just used to have to follow the line like round the back of my head. It was easier. But whereas now I've got to get all of it and not leave bits so that like at the side or whatever it just looks fucked up. Like the line itself is hard to do, but even if it looks a little bit like skew if I just deal with it. But it's like when it's all patchy, like look at it now. It's ridiculous. It's like, it is a pain though. Like you do cut off big bits by accident. Occasionally it happens. Like a long bit or whatever. It does occasionally happen. Yeah, I think that's it. I can normally feel it. We might like... Even on my neck, it's a little bit like... I've got like neck hair going on a little bit, but... One thing at a time, eh? The emo haircut. Ah, yes, you remember that emo look? Oh, yeah, look at that. The emo fringe was very popular when probably like 2007, something like that. Everyone had an emo fringe, dude. I didn't. But that was definitely a big thing for a while. Yeah, I don't do the manscaping streams anymore because I don't go to that level now. Like, I let my chest hair grow out now. I let my chest hair grow out and I don't really shave my arms and legs with a razor because the rate they grow is very, like the noticeable rate is very slow. So like I've done my arms and my legs, I think 2 weeks ago with this thing. And it takes like way shorter time. It's still smooth for ages. As I say, chest now, I've been letting my chest hair grow like, and then once like every 4 or 5 months or 6 months, I just zzz. Because for the extra like few days, it's literally, that's the thing. I would do my head if it was easier with the razor, but it's just like doing that nice tight line where it goes round is definitely harder with the razor. I'd have to do it with this and then go in and finish it, so it'd just take more time. So for the amount of like less you get, there's just almost no point in doing like the whole body now with the actual razor and foam. The only place I do that is for the, you know, for the nether regions, because you can't really trim one of those. You can't really trim that with one of these. You can't really trim the nether regions with one of these. It's not advisable. A bit like snags and stuff. You have to go in all of those areas with an actual with an actual hand razor. But the rest you can do this. It's more efficient and you'll be just as nice. Why do I do it so much? Yeah. Like I don't like being super hairy. I don't like being super hairy anyway. But it grows faster when you use gear. So your body hair grows faster anyway. And if you're not particularly a person that enjoys being very hairy, you got to get used to some level of like trimming your own body hair, whether it's on your arms or on your legs. Even if it's just, for a lot of it for me is like an aesthetic look. But I trim my beard and that. I don't want it all growing like around my neck and shit. But yeah, and just for like haircut like this, obviously, if you're gonna like keep a haircut like this and you're not gonna go to the barber like once a week, you've got to learn how to do it yourself. Not that I wouldn't want to go to a barber once a week. It is time consuming and it's expensive. Like, if it's something I can do myself, I can't do it as good as the barber, and I might go once now every 6 months to get all like the ends of the hair like trimmed up nicer. I might go once every 6 months to a barber to get everything like lined and neatened. Yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive, like even just for a little trim, like, and they give you a little wash and they make it out. Like again, I go to a specific one. He's a nice guy. Like when I first did the mohawk, it was him I went to start the first, like, I'll say I went to him like 4 times maybe. I went to him the very first time when it was long and it was a little bit long in the back, and just said, look, I want to grow it all out in like this kind of shape. And I've let him cut it, and now I've just let it do its thing. But like, even that, it's expensive, right? It's like he's got this fall thing where he would like shave my head super tight. But again, like one of these, like, you give me like 2 days, an extra 2 days of like not shaving it. Do you know what I mean? I could do it 90%, 95% as good like here. Every 5 or 6 months. That's not bad. Like, it depends what hairstyle you got and like how tight you want to keep it. Obviously some of them are more... See, I get hair here. I'll try and get it all from right here. Like my neckline, basically. The rest down there, but I've just let it do its thing, really. Get any long bits? I don't think so. That's not a mohawk. It's like an 80s hair metal shit. Oh, you can't see it, sorry. Sorry, I had to get to this part of the mirror. Because it had better lighting. I know you couldn't see that bit just as good. Sometimes this is a bit hard to do equal, like getting it completely equal sometimes is a little bit, because of the light or whatever, it looks a little bit off. But it also depends like how you're standing and like kind of, I think, how deep you want to go with it, really. I'm going to let it. I'm not going to trim the overall length. I'm going to let it get a bit deeper. But I'm just going to... Sometimes I'll trim up these lines, but it's rare. Like, right? I don't really like messing with this bit. This is where I have like the most sort of like gaps in my beard, I would say, or at least inconsistency. So if I do it a bit too short, it tells. You can normally go from sort of like, you imagine from the corner of the lip is like a good, like just a general line. but it's very slight. It's very slight. I don't really mess with these bits, because once you lose the line here, once you lose like that bit will grow naturally, like quite nice, but once you start to lose this and it's just like flat, sometimes it just don't look as good, and then you can't touch it, you've got to grow it out again, or you've got to shave it all short. It just don't look nice. There we go, see? Head and everything else. Right. Okay, chat. Oh look how far away we can make you. Ah, yes. Right. I'm going now. I'm going to go and do loads of chores and do loads of stuff. It was a secret morning stream, so there's no raids. No, I'm going to have a shower now. So now I'm going to have a shower, and then I'm going to do a nice moisture to keep my skin nice and that. So, yeah, I'll be back later, and I'll stream some of the stuff from yesterday and play some games. Thanks for hanging out this morning. I thought I'd give you the Saturday morning that you never get, that you don't normally get anymore. The shower streams come back. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll talk about it. But yeah, have a nice day. Bye-bye. Ah.